Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I'm your host, Level 1 Slime. And yeah, let's just begin, shall we? We're right in it. You see, when you leave vital evidence lying around, you never know what might happen to it. Oh gosh, what is she gonna do? No! I mean, it could just slip. What? Oh dear, how careless of me. I'm afraid some crucial evidence may have just been tragically destroyed. Oh, boo. No. Hey, you can't do that. What is it? What just happened? It's the Englishwoman. She just smashed that bottle. And in the Supreme Court, what a terrible blunder. Officer, what are you waiting for? Lap that up. Collect up as much of that water from the broken bottle as possible at once. You're wasting your time. This delightful carpet under my feet here was a gift from the British Empire. I assure you, it will soak up the water beautifully. All a part of the plan. You have neither the technology nor the presence of mind to recover it. Ah ha 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 ha! Guilty! How could you? You won't get away with this. You can thump the bench and shout as much as you'd like, little boy. But I'm afraid we'll never know now, will we? If there really was poison in that bottle or not. You. And let us not forget, we still have some very compelling evidence left intact. Cheater! Isn't that right, counsel for the prosecution? Oh, of course, of course! You're referring to this photographic print, I presume, dear lady? Wow. That's right, and really, looking at this photograph, it's as clear as day, isn't it? The poor professor was sitting with his back to me, so of course the only person who could have shot him from the front is the little schoolboy. No, you killed the victim that day, using curare, and then in order to frame Ryunosuke Naruhodo for the crime. You waited until he picked up the pistol you'd arranged for him to find on the floor, before you shot the professor's dead body in the chest with your own hidden gun. Then, in the confusion that followed, all you had to do was turn the dead professor and his chair around. You see, you had every opportunity to commit this crime. What a wonderful imagination you have, young man. What? I'm a boy, but he's a man? A hidden gun, you say, and I shot the professor's dead body, did I? Well, I'm terribly sorry, but you don't have a shred of evidence. Exactly. And as you have nothing to support your wild claims, the prosecution's stance remains unchanged. The victim, Dr. John H. Wilson, was killed by a gunshot to the chest. Delivered in cold blood by the accused, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Ugh. This is unbelievable. How can this be happening? We had her, but now, is she really going to get away with this? The way she destroyed the evidence was obscene, I agree. Ryunosuke. Yes? We've come this far, but now you're the only one who can finish it. Huh? What do you mean? We've lost a vital piece of evidence, it's true. So, if there's any clues left for us to use now... Oh shoot, I don't know. They must be in your head, huh? In my head? You told me before that your powers of observation were the only thing you could really depend on. The one thing. Well, yes, that's true, but I didn't manage to notice that this woman was a foreigner with a swan on her head. So, think back again now. Try to remember every last detail about the scene that day. Everything you saw, everything you felt, every color, every smell. What? What I saw, what I felt. What's happening? Every color? Wait, what? Is Kazuma right? Somewhere in the vibrant memory of the same scene in my head. Could there be another clue to expose the identity of Dr. Wilson's killer? That's blood. I guess I have to say that, yeah. Actually, Kazuma, I think I might have something. Thinking back over everything I saw, I think I might have uncovered another clue. Huh. You always have something up your sleeve, don't you, Aibo? Come on then, let's wipe that smug smile off that Englishwoman's face with some evidence. Faith. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I can't wait. But I can wait. It's been niggling me for a while that something feels amiss in my memories of that day. Whatever it is could be the key to arriving at the truth about all this. Man, not telling me until now? Why did I put things together if you're just gonna, like, show me this evidence now? It's here somewhere. The clue that shows who Dr. Wilson's real killer must have been is... Wait, why is there blood and why is it missing from the print? The clue that shows who must have been this. Yes, present. Inspector Hosonaga. Oh, Hosonaga, answer me this. Me again? Yes? What is it? He's still miles away, probably thinking about that bottle being smashed. Yeah. As you've said a number of times now, you strive for perfection in your investigations, don't you? Absolutely. I wonder, therefore, if perhaps you took anything else from the scene of the crime. Like, for instance, the plate of steak that you took to the victim's table that day. Wait a minute, where are you going with this, little boy? Oh, jeez. It's just a memory that's been troubling me. What memory? I saw the scene shown in the photographic print with my own eyes that day. There's no blood there. And I saw that on the wooden base of the plate that the steak was served on was a spattering of blood. What? Oh, really? And what of it? Obviously, that must have happened when you shot the professor. Oh, jeez. No, that can't be the case. Take a good look at the photograph and the relative position of everything there. The plate of steak is almost directly behind the victim. If I'm supposed to have shot Dr. Wilson in the chest from the front, there's no way the blood from the victim could have ended up directly behind him. Yeah. For blood to have made it onto the plate, it implies the plate was between the victim and the shooter. Which means the shooter must have been sitting opposite the professor, as you were. Oh, jeez. Giselle Brett. I beg your pardon? This is beyond ridiculous, fabricated nonsense. Is the court seriously expected to believe something the accused has apparently just remembered seeing? Ooh, who said that? Oh? This could be the moment that my entire career in the police force has been leading to. He's bleeding because he's so excited. Inspector, you mean? Yes, I took their plate in the interest of preserving evidence from the scene of the crime. I took it, meat and all. I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief because of it. You did what? I took the steak that you had been eating, Miss Brett. I took the steak that the sergeant had been eating. Why both? And I did it all in the name of justice! Yes! Then we can find out for sure. I love you, Professor Hosonaga. We can find out for sure whether or not there's a bloodstain on Miss Brett's plate. Quickly! We must examine it now! Yeah, Hosonaga! Inspector, the court wishes to examine the plate from the victim's table immediately, and don't give it to that lady, because then she'll freaking throw it somewhere else. Jeez Louise. Oh, there it is. Sorry for the delay. Here is what you ordered, the steak. Well, what about the blood? Is there blood on it? Of course there isn't. Quickly, Inspector, the blood man, show the court. Of course. Examine the plate at your leisure. Oh, examine it? From here? Okay. Wait, he ate it? That's impossible. No blood. No blood anywhere. But no, that's impossible! I know I saw it, I'm sure of it. Who ate the steak though? It wasn't him. Yeah, see, look. There's parts of it still here. Oh, it's the sergeant's steak then, huh? He did mention that there's two of them. It was right there on the table behind the professor. There was blood on the side of... Wait, why is it... Did they switch it? Hehehe. What an unbecoming expression, little boy. Oh my gosh. You see, this is why I always say you can't trust what the Japanese tell you, as I'm racist. Tisk, I couldn't agree more in the case of this disgrace to the Empire. I believe we may finally have reached a conclusion in this trial. Oh my gosh, can we stop saying that? Every tiny thing? Let's hope so. This let's pretend attempt at courtroom proceedings is painful to watch, but I do promise to do my best to forget all about it when it's over. No. Ha! This sorry-looking steak reveals the facts all too clearly. If the sorry-looking accused wishes to examine it again, be my guest. The plate of steak has been entered into the court record. Oh, let's check that real quick. Was the plate I saw or thought I saw just a figment of my imagination? Oh, check the other one. But we are gonna look at this first. Oh, I forgot how to control this thing. Okay. Do that. Oh, what the? Huh? What in the world is this? I think it's a Koban coin. And the hallmark is from the Hoei era, I believe. Oh, wait a minute. No, I don't mean what is it? What is it? I mean, what's it doing in there? Oh my gosh, so... The... Ayesanosa probably stole the coin with his baby's help and they hid it under the steak. And somehow they switched it? Or maybe the lady took it and switched it last second. We'll find out. Wait, did you say it was a Hoei Koban? Yes, and apart from the meat juices, it looks to be in good condition. I imagine it's very valuable. This isn't the first time today there's been talk of the Hoei Koban. I've heard pearls before swine, but I've never heard of bullion in bullion. And I don't think you ever will again. This is extraordinary, though. This means... Exactly. I think that's all we need to know about it, honestly. Okay. This is it now. I've lost. No, we didn't. Ryunosuke. It's not over yet. Not until the final gavel. Huh? That's not how you say the word, sir. Never stop believing in yourself. Keep looking forward, no matter what. Bro, you're looking down. Okay, fine. There I am. Believe in myself, really? What is this, Naruto?
Believe it!
Maybe I should at least examine the evidence for myself. I did that for you right now, sir. As the evidence requested by the defense has not been shown to be problematic in any way, I presume any further examination of evidence in this trial will be unnecessary. Does the defense have any objection? That bloodstain was going to clinch the trial for me. Can this plate of steak reveal any other clues? There's another clue. Yep. I looked at it myself. Always check your clues. Your Excellency, please wait. This plate of beef is hiding another clue. Another clue that will reveal the shocking truth. The only thing that's shocking here is your unhealthy fascination with steak. I accidentally skipped it, my bad. Your Excellency, I think I've made myself clear, haven't I? I will not be able to turn a blind eye to any more unnecessary procrastination in this trial. I'm sorry, Miss Britt, but we must ensure a thorough examination of the evidence. I will not give a ruling until I'm completely satisfied that all reasonable doubt has been dispelled. I see. As a newly affirmed ally of my country, that's still your position, is it? Thank you, Your Excellency. Counsel for the defense, you will now clearly show the court to what you are alluding. Where precisely on this plate of beef steak is this new clue to be found? Right underneath that steak beef, baby. Oh, I opened it. I guess that kind of helped. Good gracious, that's... Koban? What on earth? A Hoei era one, that's that. Miss Brett, this is in fact the beefsteak that you ordered at the restaurant on the day in question, is it? Tell me, Why is there an old coin seemingly hidden underneath the meat? You don't scare me anymore. What's a ridiculous question? How should I know? I've never seen that thing before in my life. I don't know what this is, but I want no part of it. I fail to see how this is relevant. A coin under the meat? What? That could simply have been a careless mistake by the chef in a moment of distraction. Don't be absurd. We're supposed to believe that this happened by accident in the kitchen? A rare holy koban just appeared to be hidden underneath that piece of steak? No, sir. If this turns out to be irrelevant to the case, I'll rip up my ticket to Great Britain right now. He's right. It can't be a coincidence. Your Excellency. Yes, Counsel? A rare holy koban just happens to be hidden underneath that piece of steak? If this turns out to be irrelevant to the case, I'll give up my lawyer job right now. You don't have a lawyer job. By all means, don't let us stop you. No one invited you anyway. Perhaps, little boy, you should realize that it is you who is irrelevant. Even though I'm the one on trial here. The point is, it's essential that we ask the owner of this coin if he can explain what it's doing under the steak. The owner? Yes, it's obvious. There's only one person it can belong to. The owner of the koban was found underneath the beefsteak is... The owner of the koban... The owner is him. The steak belonged to him, though. Okay. The rasatai. Yes, sir. Alright, present. Obviously, it can only be the antique dealer and owner of Rasate, Curio Korakuda-san. Oh gosh, I have to do their voices. Curie, as in Mr. Cucumber something. Honestly, these ridiculous Japanese names are quite unfathomable. Ah yes. The old man who testified earlier alongside the military sergeant, correct? Yes, Your Excellency. I remember him saying that he was up to something with his koban coin when it happened. At exactly the moment the gun was fired. Oh gosh, the gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor. Oh gosh, did we have to do that part again? Too busy on the floor. Sorry, what were you doing? Hunting for treasure. Indeed, the Holy Era Koban, my prized coin. Then this Holy Era Koban, do you mean to tell me? No, please. Why would Korakuda-san's koban be sandwiched beneath the victim's beefsteak and its plate? Makes no sense. Which is why I'm asking to bring Korakuda-san back to the witness stand so we can ask him. Officer, yes is the one that ate the beefsteak, by the way. Bring both witnesses that testified earlier back in here. Here we go, without a moment's delay. Yes. I can't believe we come back around to that pair again. But I have a hunch, a strong hunch, that if we chase down the real significance of this koban, we'll find out that it's a key element in this case. Yes. Oh my gosh, all four of them? Did that thing expand? What the heck? Oh my gosh, I have to do everybody's voice. What's this all about? Why have I been called up again? Don't you realize that it's dinner time for my little baby Ido? Little baby Ido? When my son's belly is empty, he's fiercer than a pack of wolves. Exploited by the police, we were, like miserable dogs, forced to bear false witness. Oh, you got your knife again, buddy. Put that away while you're in this particular questioning. And when cast from this courtroom, myself, I became a ruined man in a thrice, a worthless, withered antique. Nothing more have I to say. The sun has set on this Rasate shop owner's existence. Be that as it may, Korakuda-san, something has come to light that requires your clarification. As far as your Rasate memory serves, have you ever seen... Yes, that's it! The one, the very one. The very exact one that it is. Oh my gosh, his dagger's on his boot, and his baby's looking at it. How cute. The resplendent, splendiferous Hoei treasure that my rusty bones managed to misplace that fateful day. It can't be! As I thought. Young man, enlighten this decrepit old fool. Put me out of my misery. Where was my treasure? Where was it dropped? Oh, I'm not sure if it was dropped anywhere. We found your coin sandwiched between a beefsteak and its plate, soaking in the seasoned meat's juices. I'm hungry now. Sandwich? Soaking? Seriously? Clearly, it couldn't have fallen there by accident, which means somebody must have hidden it there on purpose. Yep. Somebody concealed my hoary treasure between a slab of meat and a metal plate. Who would do such a thing? Such an unconscionable thing. Unconscionable, yeah. Obviously. Excuse me. Could I say something? Yes, of course. Proceed, Inspector Hosonaga. I mentioned this earlier in the trial, but I was working undercover in the restaurant in order to investigate another case. Wait, what? Ah, yes, that's right. The secret undercover operation. Oh, yeah. Le Carnival is a high-class Western cuisine restaurant. It attracts wealthy... Oh, gosh. Recently, there's been a run of similarly executed thefts targeting the restaurant's rich clientele. A number of such incidents have been reported to the police bureau. Oh, it's this guy. Him and his baby. Wicked crimes indeed. We wanted to nip the case in the bud quickly, especially with so many foreigners being affected. So that's why you're sent in undercover, was it? Is it? Yes. I took on the job of a waiter at the restaurant in order to flush out the criminal. It seems likely that this Koban incident is the work of the same thief. So unbeknownst to us, there was a master thief at work in the restaurant on a regular basis. The place was already the scene of several crimes, it seems. I don't know about the master thief part, but the identity of the person who stole and hid Korokuda-san's Koban is all too clear. What? What? I think the court would like to hear the defense's view on this matter. Tell us, who's the despicable scoundrel that stole Korokuda-san's Koban and hid it under the steak? Obviously, it is Ayase Nosa. It's hard, though. Obviously, it can only be you. Sergeant Ayase Nosa. What? How? How dare you monster! Monster? I stole that Koban, did I? I'm the master thief of La Carnival, am I? You're seriously accusing me of these crimes, cadet? But it wasn't me. It was Ado. Ado is the mastermind behind all this. You're outing your baby, sir? Well, I knew he was the one that stole it. That sneaky baby. You would push the blame for your crimes onto your own son, an innocent little baby? It's you who's the monster, Sergeant Nosa. Oh. Oh my gosh, what's happening? Clippity-Clop. Oh my gosh, what is happening? Oh. Did he died? What? Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant Ayase Nosa, preparing to stand down in the Supreme Court, sir. Oh. You got, Sergeant Ayase. You and your baby. Do any of you know of the extraordinarily low wages the Nippon Imperial Army pays those it expects to keep our country safe? I understand that the temporary increase in taxation owing to the recently ended conflict remains in place. And I have heard it's hard for lower ranking soldiers to make a living, yes. All I want is to put a hot meal on the table for my son. That's why you were stealing things at the restaurant. The place is heaving with money. every 3 days I'd go there and do reconnaissance for a target. And I'd enjoy chomping my way through a good steak at the same time. It sounds like he doesn't bother with a knife and fork even, which is worryingly believable. And your target that day was the old man and his koban? Yes, sir. He was an easy mark. I slipped the coin into my pocket without any trouble at all. Oh, I guess the baby didn't do all the stealing. A veritable phantom thief you are. I was all set to leave the steak I was halfway through devouring when it happened. Buying. Yeah, oh, yes, when the professor was shot. I knew that if the police conducted a search and found the coin in my pocket, I'd be finished. I'd too. So, I hid the incriminating evidence as fast as I could. On the double. I slipped it under the steak, hoping that I'd be able to rendezvous with it again at a later date. What a dumb plan. This is ridiculous. Perhaps you could carry on with this absurd prattling in your own time. Well, Miss Brett? Oh, of course, dear lady, of course. How rude of us. I'm quite sure there's no need to detain you any longer at all. Oh, yeah. May the esteemed gentlewoman please be excused, your excellency. Indeed. The theft of the koban was clearly perpetrated by this baby-saddled sergeant. It would certainly appear to be unrelated to Dr. Wilson's murder. Of course it is. Hiding a coin under a lump of meat. The sheer nonsense of such an idea astounds me. Nonsense, is it? Well, And as for picking up your steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork, it's beyond nonsense. It's pure madness. Very well. Now that all questions concerning this witness's testimony have been answered, I see no further justification for detaining her. And I see no further justification for detaining you. Let's continue this on in the next episode, shall we? Thank you for watching. See you guys next time.